nice to de-stress.
More questies. New event, I mean. Felix Jogue, a person from the court of Fontaine, seems to be having some problems.
Lord Barbados. I'll see to it that Conrad gets full care.
What's up, guys? The passion of Mondstadt is well founded, I say. More so than I imagined. In fact, even their hilichurls are so very lively. Regardless, Mr. Joe, we ask that you do not go out by yourself again. What? Then what about my machine? I'm still missing 1, 2, 3, 18, 19 components. We got adventurers working on finding them. Just wait here in the city where it's safe, please. But without that device, it's a matter of inspiration, you understand? What should I do when inspiration strikes? It comes and it goes, like a birch after a good drink, or a candle in the wind. Actually, that's not a bad analogy. I should write it down. I'm sure Xavier would love it. You, huh? Honorary knight? Ah, wonderful. Just the person I wanted to see. Please, over here. What's wrong? Well, allow me to introduce you. This man here is from the court of Fontaine. No man am I, but a daydreamer. This is how we name ourselves. So, Mr. Joe, this is our ordinary knight. Joe, Felix Joe. Salutations to you, honorary knight. Long have I heard of your many exploits. You know of me? Of course, who wouldn't? Your battle against the Valley in Mondstadt make headlines in the Steambird for 3 whole weeks. Haha, if those reporters knew that I was speaking to you right now, why, they would be beside themselves with envy. What's the Steambird? Headlines, you say? You don't know? It's let's say it's a rather popular newspaper in the court of Fontaine. You once got themselves up to record numbers. I will have you know. Front page, full-length expert interviews up the wazoo, and the best hand-drawn illustrations Mora could buy. You made a lot of people mad, Mora, there. Well then, traveler, Mr. Joe, I should leave you guys alone. I got some other things to handle at the moment. You will excuse me. It is as I was told. The Knights of Favonius have a never-ending backlog of work. So, why are you here in Mondstadt? Me? Well, I'm actually planning to tour Tibet. As for the purpose of my trip, why, it is to promote these kinesis cores that I have made. Simply put, a kinesis core is a form of clockwork device. As long as it mainsprings its wound from time to time, these cores can provide motive force for a long period of time. I even created a sort of perpetual motion toy powered by the kinesis core to show off its capabilities. I call it the Evermotion Mechanical Painting. Unfortunately, while I love to show the device to you, its allure was all too much for even monsters to resist. At the moment, they must have divided my device up into many pieces, in a manner most unfriendly, playing around with each component. I have of course asked for the help of the Adventurers Guild, but I have received no news from any adventurer so far. Honorary Knight, could you help me out as well if you have a mind to? Believe me, neither my device nor my payment will disappoint you. Leave it to me. Wonderful. You are indeed a mighty adventurer, and a mighty sympathetic one too, just as the paper said. Ha! It's a shame that we are in Mondstadt. Were we in the court of Fontaine, I will bring a few reporters from the Steambird for an exclusive interview with you. I'm sure that your charisma will bowl them over to the point where you will be guaranteed another 3 weeks worth of headlines, not to mention the requisite royalties. So Outrider Amber was her birthday not long ago. Let's claim the invitation. I wonder if they say something different. Whoa, that's a big box of parts. It's gotta be... a box full of components. They all look quite intact, perhaps because monsters have no interest in them. Huh.
Next on the agenda.
So today is a special program. I wonder if that notification was that. Or maybe some real world things I have to do very early on. Let's claim or forge items.
Take it easy. Yeah.
You have returned, Honorary Knight. What news of the components? You mean this? Yes, indeed. Ah, this is wonderful. Heavens, yes. Well now, since all the components have been returned to us, all that left is to combine them. Well then, Honorary Knight, if you want, you can attempt to put all the pieces together. It will be an interesting experience, trust me. Okay, we can do 2 of them. Travelers must adjust different gear components and place these components on columns to allow them to interact with one another and activate the final driven gear component. Travelers can place each gear component on a column upper or lower levels, but take note that each column can only fit one such component. Gear components at different levels cannot connect directly, but they can be connected through duplex gear components. These duplex gear components can also be inverted. Ooh. When fitting gear components, you may sometimes find that a certain component may stack with other columns or components, thus making placement impossible. Just play. There we go. There we go. You know what? Right. There you go. Oh, okay. Ooh, done and done. Let me see. What was the Genshin Impact official live stream? It started at 3.0, so that will be follows. I can't stream my cell phone, so.
贸易的港口，这里有许多来自其他国家的商人和他们的船队。由于这一带人员混杂，交易频繁，为此呢又远离须弥城，它受到教练院的管制呢会相对宽松一些。
See you later, guys.
须弥方便进行灰色交易的一个地带啊，众所周知。